DJI are keeping me busy. DJI Fly 1.4.4 is now out for iOS on the App Store. Before you ask, it's always delayed, unfortunately, for Android. It's downloaded from the DJI Download Center. Just go and check that. As soon as it is available for Android, it will be on their website. But let's go and see what's new. Let's just address the elephant in the room first of all. We did lose iPad charging, and unfortunately, it's still not there. When you plug the charger into the iPad, it comes on and then it goes off just like it did before. So unfortunately, this DJI Fly update hasn't sorted the loss of the ability to charge the iPad. It doesn't personally affect me, but I know a lot of you do like the iPad to be charged when it's actually connected up to the controller, but that is not fixed. And for a short while we lost the ability to charge the iPhone as well. Then they actually made it so it's the same as Android, where as soon as you connect your phone to the controller, it auto charges. Some people didn't like that, they wanted the option, and we're just going to have a look shortly in settings to see if that option is back. But this available 1.4.4, let's just see if anything is different. You have to check your settings, it's crucial to make sure that actually your values are the same. But also I want to check because DJI are crafty at actually removing things just like last time. So I know this isn't the most interesting of videos, but it is really important. So for me there, flow mode is gone back to FPV. For some reason it defaults to that now, so make sure you are putting it into follow mode, as it seems to default to FPV mode. But everything else through the settings doesn't seem to be any different. The booster customization, there's still nothing there. There still isn't anything different on that. And unfortunately, there is still no option there to actually charge your phone on or off. There's no option. It just auto charges still when you connect the iPhone up to the RC, and the same with Android, it just auto charges as well. So I've gone through all the settings, I've just sped this bit up, but there's nothing different within the actual settings so far. If I do obviously find anything else, then I will let you guys know, but I have gone through this multiple times and there's nothing I'm seeing differently at all. And then in the moment we're going to get this in the air just to see how it performs. I don't want to recommend this to you guys and then it going crashing when you're flying it, so I do like to do a full test, checking everything out, putting it into different sports mode, cine mode, normal mode before recommending it to you. But everything in relation to the different frame rates and the actual main screen, the settings, it's exactly the same as before, which is quite disappointing. Even the exposure lock is exactly the same as well. It's where you have to press and then hold to get that auto exposure lock. We still don't have that little lock icon. You do have the EV slider in the bottom, but then on Pro mode as well, there's still nothing. So you have to change all the settings manually to sort your exposure out. There is no actual exposure lock in Pro mode, and in normal mode you have to press onto the screen and then hold, press and hold, and then it will lock it. Pro mode you can't do that, so nothing's changed there. I am disappointed. I would have liked to have the ability at least to give us the option of actually charging the phone or not. Sometimes I don't want it to auto charge all the time. I want that option just like we did before, so I haven't seen or found anything to actually justify the reason why that was removed. So hopefully that can come back, DJI. And for them people who do like the charging ability on the iPad, I'm sure we can add that, because again, those are two features which we did have. Look how close I came to crashing as well just before I was setting off, so I need to go and have a bit of a rest after this, I think. But as regards to flying in the air, let's just see how this actual app performs. So I'm just going to hover over these cows because I know a few of you like these cows from the last video. But let's just check some of the zooms. I'm going to fly through this, I won't keep you too long. But in everything 4K, 2.7K and 1080p, for me it's working absolutely spot on. There is no lag or juddering whatsoever. I did a video before about the issues with the signal, well, potential issues, but I had none whatsoever, so I'm getting no problems with my signal at all. So I don't know them people who were mentioning it, whether it's, you know, just affecting them or not, but for me I've had no problems, and I did do a video before addressing that, so make sure you check that out. Alright, we're just going to check out some now. This is the 4K, so out of the memory card footage is working absolutely fine, as you can see there. So I'm just trotting on the horse, but that looks brilliant. No ND filter on this, so this is just like you would, if you didn't have any ND filters, what you would expect. Everything on the screen relating to the battery life, it is the same. I'm just going to check a quick shot that is actually locking on to this pool of water there, fine. I've just got it into a small circle. Quick shot here, I'm just going to set it off just to make sure it is keeping lock, and it does. So far everything, is working as is expected. Believe me, in the past I've tested these DJI Fly updates and there's been so many problems, or it's been crashing, so that's why I do thorough tests now before recommending it to. Just checking sports mode now as we're just descending here. I've not had any actual gimbal movements, which we have had before. When you put it into sports mode and you do an aggressive dive down like that, it normally pans, so that could be an improvement in relation to the gimbal. 2 photos there, JPEG and RAW. Please note they aren't edited, that's straight out of camera. And then cine mode here, then this is a cine mode, just a bit of a cinematic pan movement. So as relation to them, they're working fine. Now the compass in the bottom left hand corner, the ability to switch between the map and the compass is working a lot more fluid, it's smoother, it's better. So that's an improvement. So in relation to everything else, the actual settings, we haven't lost anything, but we haven't gained anything either. But potentially, that sports mode, they seem to have ironed out that, so that gimbal drop isn't as severe, it doesn't happen as much. I've tested it in sports mode a few times and it's not really done it as much anymore. We've still got the return to home ability to change the orientation of the drone, so that's really good to see. Just let's have another update. Let's have 1.4.5 with iOS charging ability to actually keep it on or off, and that'd be great. And then maybe an iPad one later on down the line, but overall that's pretty good. It's nice and stable, that's a great thing. So go and check it out. It's safe to download. It's on the iOS App Store. For Android, it should be available really soon. Take care, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.